bias is showing, isn't it? It definitely is. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Julia. I'm a contemporary singing specialist based in Australia, and today we have another Ginger reacting to Ginger session episode reaction video. I'm reacting to Ginger again because I love them. Their music is amazing and I love Tatiana's voice. So it's been too long since I have done a reaction to them. So I'm doing one today. And today I'm going to be reacting to their song Vortex. Now, before we dive on into Vortex, there is one little thing I want to mention. In the description box and in the comments below, you will find links to different organizations and charities that are supporting the humanitarian efforts in Ukraine right now. I've included them because the members of Ginger are from the Ukraine. So if that kind of support is something that you are open to or interested in, then you will find those links below. All right, let's dive on into Vortex.
Like a lunatic, frantic. The man in the room looks so dramatic with a latitude on his right foot. The spiral traffic feels too dramatic. The man is walking around. Where's the way out? He's never found. And inside, there's a boiling around. It's rolling and robbing a Oh, how heavy is the fall? It bends his spine to the very ground. Neither his nor another. You're almost running across.
Oh, before it keeps going, I'm losing it at these musicians. Jeez. I mean, I've broken down Tatiana's vocals before and we will dive on into that, but I am just living for his choices on the kit and how just this opening section alone, what he's doing there sounds so cool and it has there's a feeling of momentum and energy to it that is so expressive. I just want to sit in it. It makes me wish I could play the drums. And there's like it's almost like it's pulled back, like it's more of a mellow tonality with what he's doing there. He's not hitting things that come across as particularly sharp tone-wise. I don't know why I'm breaking down the drums. I know nothing about drums. I just know that I'm really enjoying what he did rhythmically in this opening section, and then the coordination between drums, guitar, and bass going into the section that we just stopped at there. I want us to listen to those again, and then I will break down vocals. God, I have missed this band. It means that when you do get the higher sense, this little click that's peeking out within the percussive texture. Oh, I love it. I don't know why I love it so much, but I love it.
Like a lunatic, frantic. The man in the room looks so dramatic.
Those harmonized layers there, amazing as well. All right, this transition. Okay, it was before this. Oh. Okay, I'm struggling to articulate it because I'm not a musician. This is the problem. But it feels like you're being picked up and you're being dropped into the beat, and it's a coordination between the kit and the bass and the drums. Oh. Yeah, so that down there already just, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I need to stop talking about this because I can't break it down in enough detail for it to be worth it. Just know that I find it sick, and Tatiana is again just sitting over the top of this just sheer musicianship perfectly. she is not losing a beat, she's not losing time, and in fact, she is creating even more attention because she's so balanced across the top of what's going on rhythmically. Like rhythmically, things are pretty busy in the kit. They're pretty busy in the other parts of what's happening musically. Whereas Tatiana's phrasing is kind of legato and connected. So I'm loving that it just kind of sits over the top of this. Just I'm really enjoying this song. All right, let's keep going. Dude, her phrasing, that's nuts. And by phrasing, I mean the length of her phrases. Like that last bit there. I mean, I always thought that Tatiana was a false fold screamer, but the length of how long she can keep these screams going for. And now that I've also listened to Elisa Whiteglass and had the comparison between Elisa and Angela, maybe she's actually a fry screamer. I mean, there was definitely a moment there where I thought, yeah, this is fry scream. Sometimes when it gets lower and kind of burpy, that also kind of indicates for me now fry scream, but I don't know. She gets so low and there's such depth to the quality of her sound. I'm like, is this false fold? Is this fry scream? My ears are dumb. They just don't know yet how to split the hairs on how that's meant to sound. But damn, her sustains are fantastic. Let's listen to that again. Like this low stuff, that to me always sounded like a false fold scream before, but now I'm hearing those burpy elements that I also hear in Elisa. I'm learning, but I'm also getting more confused at the same time. Do you guys find that happens? Like when you first start learning something, you're like, I understand, and then you learn more about stuff and you're like, I understand nothing. It's been me on this harsh vocals journey. And then of course then you have absolute like magical people like Will, who just make all of the noises, and you're like, I assume you're doing this, but there's a possibility that you're just doing everything in a hyper coordinated, incredible way. Anyway, let's keep going. I loved the guitar. I'm very much enjoying the musicality yet again. Jesus, I have missed this band. Okay. There it is. Dun da 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 da. Ugh. That was not me singing the pitches. That was to give you the rhythmic reference so that you know exactly which section I'm talking about. Vocal contrast. Tatiana, you're incredible. Okay, so it's not just her using her cleans, it's what she's doing with her cleans and then dropping into her screams this time. She has this childlike approach, and by childlike I mean it's kind of bright and a little bit whiny, matching with her lyrics. I think there was something about "Mum, look at me" or something. I could be very wrong. Let me just go take it back so you can hear what I'm talking about. Her timbre, it sounds like deliberately lighter and thinner. Tatiana's cleans can have a very mature warmth to them as well, and it's like she's deliberately taken all of that warmth out. And this gives us a contrast between something that sounds almost whiny and childlike compared to when she's just screaming, and she gets this depth in her screams that I love that. It's so expressive. Jeez, expressive seems to be my favorite word for this batch of filming. So let's take it back there so we can hear it. There, that was the mama something. We have this whingy quality that's in there, and that's that contrast I'm talking about. This one is something. And she's sitting in right here. Oh, I went way too musical theater then. Ignore the vibrato that I just did. This tone. Da 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 da. And then falling off there. Missed it. I was waiting for a moment to pause and damn it. Oh, I missed that drop.
Now I'm mad. I feel like I've been denied something and it's my own fault.
I just wanted to mention you can hear that transition of her leaving that kind of lighter, brighter, almost child imitation sound, and she does start to get warmer, building up into where she finally drops into these screams here. So I'm just going to go back and I'm going to enjoy the rest of the song because I got to stop doing this to myself. All right. Lyrics. Let me look at lyrics. Maybe I was wrong. There's no lyric here that mentions like mum or anything. I must have misheard it. That can happen sometimes. You just fill in the blank sometimes on something. Like you fill in like a fake version of the word based on your interpretation of the sound at the time, and it might not be accurate. I dare say it's not accurate because I can't see that lyric anywhere here. Reading these lyrics and my head is just spinning like what was showing at the end of the music video, so I guess it all makes sense. It was a really cool song. I found it really catchy in most moments, and again, the musicality just drags me with it the entire time. Ginger hasn't really let me down on any of the songs that I've listened to from them. Like, any of them. Every single song I've listened to from Ginger thus far has been amazing. And I love their lyrics, I love their musical ideas, I love how they continue to, I guess, evolve their musical ideas throughout. they never, it's not like they don't go the simple route, because they definitely do some things that could be viewed as more on the simple side, but they do it effectively and then they evolve it. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. This was amazing. I adore Tatiana's vocals. I've definitely dived into her vocal production in more detail in other reactions, so I don't know if I necessarily feel like I should be repeating myself on this one. If you want to go watch them, by all means, go and watch them. But in this one, something that definitely stood out to me on the vocal side was that contrast between the sound that was almost like it was trying to imitate something that was slightly childlike and whiny to something that was super deep and dark, which was her screams. And I just adored that. The opening vocals sounded like they were really easy for her. What actually surprised me was when they went into what I thought was the chorus, and then it didn't really come around again. What I thought was the chorus, she stayed on her cleans. I was fully expecting her to drop into her screams, and she just didn't. She did this great belt. It was melodically super catchy. I think I'll go back and find it actually, because I really enjoyed it.
Viral traffic feels too dramatic. Too dramatic. The man is walking around, rescuing all he never found. And inside, there's a boiling wind. It's rolling and rounding a
Oh, so good. Where's she gone up to? Yeah, B flat. I mean, that's a decent belting pitch to get to. B flat 4. But the effectiveness of going up to that repeat. Oh, so good. Oh, my bias is showing, isn't it? It definitely is. Anyways, that is where I'm going to leave this one today. I really, really enjoyed this song. I just love Ginger, and I have nothing else to say on that. So if you enjoyed this reaction, please be sure to give it a like, click the subscribe button and the bell notification beside for more just like this one. As usual, I hope you're staying safe. I hope you are staying healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye! Alrighty. There we go.